Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Today, I want to talk about something that often occupies our minds and hearts: what others think and say about us. It's something we all face, whether we're pursuing our dreams, living our truth, or simply going about our daily lives. The noise of the world, the judgments, the opinions, the criticisms can sometimes feel deafening. But here's the truth we need to understand. Let them talk. Ignoring them is your loudest response. Silence is one of the most underrated forms of power in our world. When you choose to ignore the noise and not respond to criticism, judgment, or negativity, you make a statement that is louder than any words you could say. It is easy to believe that responding, defending yourself, or explaining your actions is necessary to prove your worth. However, the true strength lies in your ability to remain composed and unmoved by the chatter around you. When others try to bring you down or challenge your choices, your refusal to engage is a bold assertion of your confidence and self-awareness. In a society that thrives on validation and attention, silence may seem like weakness. Yet, in reality, it's the ultimate sign of emotional resilience. By not reacting to hurtful comments or negative judgments, you are asserting control over your own emotions and reactions. You refuse to be drawn into an emotional conflict that would only drain your energy and focus. Instead, you remain focused on your goals, your path, and what truly matters to you. People often speak out of ignorance or insecurity, projecting their own doubts, fears, or desires onto others. They may criticize your choices because they feel threatened, jealous, or simply do not understand your journey. But when you react to them, you give their words significance and allow them to disrupt your peace. Ignoring them, on the other hand, shows that you are not allowing their opinions to shape your reality. You are not dependent on the approval of others because you are secure in your own identity. The more you ignore the negativity, the more you communicate that you are not defined by other people's thoughts about you. Your silence becomes a declaration that your worth is not up for debate. You are not here to satisfy anyone's expectations but your own. The less you engage, the more you demonstrate that your self-respect and inner peace are non-negotiable. And this speaks volumes to others about your strength, determination, and sense of self. In a world full of noise, silence becomes an act of defiance, a way to protect your peace and stand firm in your beliefs without ever saying a word. When people criticize or judge you, it often has little to do with you and everything to do with them. Their words are more about their own insecurities, fears, and unmet desires than anything you've done or who you are. In fact, negativity is frequently a mirror of their own inner struggles. Whether they are projecting their doubts, projecting jealousy, or simply trying to drag you into their negative space, their criticisms are often rooted in their inability to deal with their own emotions. When someone tries to tear you down, it's easy to take their words personally, to internalize the negativity and let it affect your self-esteem. But once you understand that their judgment isn't a reflection of you, but of them, you gain a sense of liberation. The criticism they throw at you isn't an accurate measure of your worth. Rather, it's a projection of their own limitations. They may be uncomfortable with their own choices, uncertain about their path, or envious of your success. Instead of focusing on their journey, they focus on yours, using their words to try and pull you back to their level. By realizing this, you become less affected by what others say. Rather than reacting to their negativity, you can see it for what it truly is: a sign of their own unresolved issues. Their need to criticize is often a defense mechanism, a way for them to cope with their own fears and failures. They may criticize your courage because they haven't yet found the strength to take risks in their own lives. They might judge your confidence because they lack self-assurance. When they try to put you down, it's not because you are doing anything wrong. It's because your actions highlight their own insecurities. Ignoring these comments becomes your way of acknowledging that their insecurities have no power over you. When you refuse to engage with negativity, you take away the control they seek to have over your emotions. You are essentially telling them that their opinions do not shape who you are, nor do they have the ability to alter your path. The louder their words may be, the quieter your response becomes. And in that silence, you reinforce that their insecurities will not dictate your life. When you focus on your own path, You shift your energy away from external distractions and place it firmly on what truly matters: your goals, your growth, and your vision for the future. The noise of other people's opinions and criticisms can easily lead you off course, but when you stay grounded in your own purpose, those distractions lose their power. Too often, we get caught up in trying to please others, seeking approval or validation for our choices. But the reality is that no one else's opinion should define the direction of your life. You are the architect of your journey, and only you have the ability to shape it according to your own desires and aspiration. The moment you stop focusing on what others are saying about you or your decisions, you reclaim your power. The world will always have something to say. There will always be those who question your choices, criticize your actions, or doubt your abilities. But when you stay focused on your path, you demonstrate that their opinions don't matter. What matters is your commitment to moving forward, regardless of the noise. People who talk or criticize often do so because they feel threatened by your progress or uncomfortable with your choices. They may not understand your vision, your values, or your dreams, but that doesn't mean they have the right to steer you off course. When you keep your focus on your own path, you are essentially telling the world that you are not living for others. You are living for yourself. You aren't making decisions based on what others think is best for you. You are doing what feels right for you, regardless of how it is perceived by others. The less you engage with distractions and negativity, the more you can pour your energy into the things that truly matter to you. Whether it's pursuing a passion, developing a skill, or building relationships that align with your values, focusing on your path allows you to prioritize what is meaningful. The moment you stop allowing external judgments to dictate your direction, you free yourself to be the best version of who you are, without apology or compromise. Asterisk: in a world that often expects explanations for every decision, action, or belief we hold, it can feel like we owe others a detailed justification for our choices. Society places pressure on us to validate our paths, our dreams, and our personal journeys to fit within a box that others understand or approve of. But the truth is, ***, you don't owe anyone an explanation *** for who you are or the way you live. Your life, your decisions are yours to make, and your life is yours to shape. There is no obligation to defend it to anyone. When others criticize or judge your actions, they often do so because they want you to conform to their expectations or values. They believe they know what's best for you, but what they fail to realize is that only you know what's best for yourself. Every individual is on their own unique journey, and what works for one person may not be the right path for someone else. By demanding an explanation from you, they are essentially asking you to diminish your own autonomy in favor of appeasing their comfort or understanding. But you are under no obligation to explain yourself to anyone who doesn't have a genuine interest in supporting your growth or understanding your truth. The need to explain ourselves often comes from a place of wanting to be liked, accepted, or validated by others. We may fear rejection or conflict, and so we find ourselves justifying our actions or choices to avoid uncomfortable situations. However, constantly explaining yourself can be draining and counterproductive. It diverts your energy away from the things that truly matter and forces you to seek external approval rather than being true to yourself. When you ignore the noise and choose not to respond to those who seek explanations, you affirm your own self-worth. You make it clear that your actions are based on your values, not the opinions of others. Choosing not to explain yourself doesn't mean being dismissive or uncaring. It simply means that you value your own peace and integrity more than you value fitting into someone else's expectations. Ignoring the pressure to explain is an act of empowerment. It says, I know who I am, and I don't need to justify my existence or choices to anyone. Your life is your own, and the only person you owe an explanation to is yourself. In a world that is constantly filled with noise, distractions, and judgments, your peace is sacred, and protecting it should be one of your top priorities. Life will always present challenges, conflicts, and people who may seek to disrupt your tranquility, but the power lies in your ability to preserve your inner calm and refuse to let external negativity dictate your emotional state. When you allow others' words, opinions, or actions to disturb your peace, you are essentially giving them control over your emotions. On the other hand, when you choose to ignore the noise and stay grounded in your own sense of peace, you take back that control and assert your own strength. The demands of the outside world can be overwhelming. People will have opinions about the way you live, the decisions you make, and the path you choose to follow. Often, those opinions come from a place of misunderstanding or insecurity, and if you allow them to infiltrate your mind, they can create unnecessary chaos. However, when you value your peace above all else, you begin to realize that these external influences don't have to affect your internal world. You don't need to react to every comment or every criticism. Instead, you can choose to let them pass by without allowing them to disrupt your emotional balance. Ignoring the noise doesn't mean you are ignoring the people or being dismissive of them. It simply means you are putting your own peace first. It's an act of self-respect and self-care. Your time, energy, and emotional well-being are too valuable to waste on things and people that don't contribute to your growth or happiness. When you let others talk and don't engage, you are telling them that their words don't have the power to disturb your peace. You are choosing to protect your mental space and emotional health from negativity that is not serving you. People who try to tear you down or provoke you often do so because they are struggling with their own inner turmoil. By engaging with their negativity, you are letting their unresolved issues affect your emotional state. But when you choose to ignore them, you refuse to be a vessel for their discontent. You maintain your peace, and in doing so, you stay connected to your own sense of purpose and direction. By valuing your peace and refusing to let others steal it away, you show that your well-being is not negotiable. So, the next time someone tries to tear you down, judge you, or pull you into their drama, let them talk. Keep your head high, keep moving forward, keep building the life you want, because in the end, the only thing that truly matters is not what they say about you, it's what you say about yourself. Thank you.